why there's not a NASCAR track in Nebraska, and how Kansas Speedway almost ended up in Omaha. I grew up in Omaha, Nebraska. I loved growing up there, and so Kansas Speedway was my home track growing up. I went to the inaugural race in 2001, and it was amazing. But when NASCAR was expanding across the country in places like Texas, Vegas, Chicago, and Kansas, when they looked to expand on the plains, they were looking not just at Kansas City, but they were looking at Omaha. From what I remember, now I could be totally wrong, but from what I remember, Omaha was actually the front runner originally before Kansas City. Keep in mind that Omaha doesn't have any professional sports, so it felt like this could be kind of a crown jewel thing. Omaha hosts a lot of kind of mid-tier events like the College World Series, the Olympic swim trials. Nothing super, super big, but, we have our kind of pro sports team and the Nebraska Huskers. So it kind of made sense to have NASCAR, this growing sport there. And there's a number of dirt tracks in Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas right close by. Do remember that the mayor at the time in Omaha, Hal Dobb, was not a fan of the racetrack being there, and there was something that couldn't be worked out between him, maybe city council, and NASCAR, and it fell through to go to Omaha. My dad has been upset about this for years, and we loved Kansas Speedway. We loved our visits to Kansas City for those race weekends, but my dad always was like, man, it would be awesome to just be 20 minutes from the racetrack. Over the years, my dad has run into Hal Dobb a couple of times in Omaha after him being a mayor, and has confronted him and said, man, it sure would be nice to have a NASCAR track here in Omaha. I think he's confused the former mayor a number of times, bringing this up to him in passing, just to kind of random occurrences. But the reason we don't have a track in Omaha is because of politics, and despite the fact from being from Omaha, I think it being Kansas City works out really well. It's a great market for NASCAR, and so I love Kansas Speedway, and I'm excited to see some racing there this weekend.